Hey gang, what's going on? I'm going to do my chat video response to Ian's really good chat subject in my hotel room. I'm on the road. I am working out of town at a prison that we took over, and now we are running two. Until they get fully staffed, we're going to be going back and forth. Well, not we. There's only like 4 or 5 of us that will work the overtime. So let me show you around the room first. I got a very nice hotel room. They put us up in a Hampton. So let's go. So first off, this is my massive modern art painting. I've stayed in this hotel approximately 4 times. Different rooms. They all have the same painting, as well as this same painting. So you always feel like you're coming in home. I always feel like I'm at home because it's the same. Although one time, the beds, 2 beds, were over here. Only difference. Well, actually not only difference, it was a bigger room. It was like a suite or something. As you notice, I pointed out I have 2 beds. This is my sleeping bed. This is where I sleep. I'm diabetic, so I get up a lot in the night to use the bathroom. So this is my, I just went and peed bed. I'm going back to sleep now. So I use both beds just to, pretend I'm rich for one night. So go to the restroom, which, gotta show the restroom, the shower, another modern art that's in every room. Here's something I really wanted to show. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Do you see this sink? Do you see how close that is? The sink is fairly good size, but the water is 1 inch from the edge. And I don't get that at all. Because when you try to wash your hands, you can only get a little bit of it. That really bugs me. That is the stuff I will be taking home, what I don't use. And they have 2 bars of soap. They have what's called a soap, and one that's called a bath soap. The other times that I've stayed here, I've only used the soap. Okay, I didn't use the bath soap because there was no point in using 2 soaps. So this time I opened the soap up. I'm curious, what's a bath soap? This soap has little things on the bottom of it, so it won't roll maybe, but it also massages you while you wash it. Oh yeah. But anyway, there is a difference in the bath soap. Okay. My closet. Standard closet with a safe because of my valuables. Microwave. Television. No DVD player. I would have brought some films with me. Now, I had planned on doing this video the whole time talking to you while I was eating my dinner, but I decided that I just want to eat my dinner when I'm done, because I don't want that nice raw steak. You can't even really picture what this looks like in your head, because I know that color's not. Look at that. Look at that. It's like eating a person or something. So anyway, let's get into the video. The video is, have our videos evolved? Have we evolved by doing our videos? How have we changed? Things like that. And I think myself and Ian especially have stayed consistent most of the time. But we've both had our yeah moments, and both had our you know what, fuck it, we just want to talk about movies. And that's where we're at now in our careers on YouTube. Harry is the same, but he's only done like 4 videos. Mike, from the time I met Mike on YouTube and Facebook, by the time I had started watching him, I actually seen him on a vinyl video where he was doing videos in the vinyl community. I can't remember. There was a reason I was looking at vinyl, and somehow, you know, when you get in the YouTube loop, you end up watching a movie about, or a video about people falling down. The next thing you know, 3 hours have passed and you're watching some monkey pop a pimple on the back of a giraffe's ass. I don't know how you get there, but that's what happens. Not comparing that to my find of Mike, but somehow going through vinyl videos, listening to people talk about, probably about jazz videos at the time, jazz records. I really love old jazz, and happened upon one of his videos, and eventually the same guy popped up talking about movies. Used to call himself Gray followed by a number, which I thought was hilarious. Gray 1951 is the true title. Ian. I started watching Ian. Ian's been doing videos about 6 months longer than me. Maybe a little bit longer than that. He, let's see, he said he's been doing 8 years in February. That means I will most likely have been doing 8 years in August. I believe I started in August. It was real close to Halloween. Shortly after I started, I had watched him for this whole time, and the movie Reviewers 100. And as he said in his video, I contacted him and asked, "Hey, how do I get into this?" And they watched my videos, and eventually they, well, it wasn't even eventually. It was actually pretty quick. They had a spot open, and they said, "Yeah, come on over. We have topics every week." And while I do miss doing videos like that, sometimes that whole one channel, 5 or 6 guys, it started making it like I was doing a career, like it was a job. I have a deadline, And I know me and Ian make deadlines for ourselves, but I barely fulfill those deadlines. I've become completely lazy. Now, I wrote some notes down on stuff that Ian had said so I could touch on it. Tastes. Let's talk about tastes. Ian and I can't call this evolving because I don't think your tastes get better. You like what you like. But our tastes have changed. Ian was, basically strictly an action guy. Loved action films, all that. I think meeting myself and Mike and Harry, his tastes have changed because of the things we've introduced. My tastes have definitely changed from everybody as well. Ian, I have given in to that thing that was in me that I didn't really care for action films that much, blow ups and boom boom. I liked a couple of the 80s ones, but I've watched a lot of stuff that he's watched, and I do enjoy some really good action films. Mike has been very instrumental in the classics, what I'll call the classics, what I commonly refer to as Mike films, if he's turned me onto these films. Harry, his knowledge of the classics and of things like that is, he posts stuff on online, pictures and stuff and all. I'm sorry, I can't get into Cary Grant. I'm trying, just like for Mike, I'm trying the film noirs. It's going slow. It really is going slow. Ian, actually, kind of turned me more on to silent films. Myself, I've always been a huge fan of foreign films and silent films, Charlie Chaplin. But he's opened it up to so many other artists, it's not funny. I should call the silent films the Ian films. Okay, now sound. Ian talked about how we sound. When we started, I was already comfortable talking in front of a camera because I'm talking to you, and I've always thought about this as I'm talking directly to you. I work at a prison, and I do not have any fear of talking in public. I've never had that fear. I am very comfortable with audiences, and I'm very comfortable talking about stuff that I enjoy, and film is something that I absolutely love. So my sound has gone from, I'm really excited to be on YouTube, oh my God, YouTube is the greatest thing ever, I love it, woo, to, hey, I'm just talking to you about movies. That's it. This is me. This is what you get. If you were to meet me, this is what you get. I've tried to calm down a little bit on the language over the years, but this is me. You're going to get a lot more fucks out of me if you're me in person, because I don't have a filter whatsoever. But it's stopping saying the word fuck is like asking you to stop saying the word the to me. It's just another word to me. So whatever. So my sound has become more natural, I feel. Ian said that my voice or my presentation has changed over the years, and I absolutely agree. But this is what I'm comfortable doing. This is what I'm going to do. Talked about comfort in this. I'm very comfortable. I've always been very comfortable. Ideas. Me and Ian have had some of the craziest, coolest, awesomest ideas. And working as much as I do, and it's picked up over the years how much I've worked, and more and more and more and more. So the videos have gone down, because I work an 84-hour, 2-week pay period. And I'm usually, like right now, I'm working 50 to 60 hours overtime. So watching a film or 2 films a night, it doesn't exist. Watching a couple films on my days off, when I get days off, depends what's happening, So a lot of times I'm watching a movie like on my phone when I'm just sitting there for doing something. And so the ideas have slowed down because I can't watch that many films at a time. I don't have as many days to just dedicate it to film like I used to. In the beginning, Ian talked about his buying different programs to do different fancy things on videos. I did the same thing. I used to do a video a day, no problem. 2 or 3 videos a day, no problem. And I could probably still do that because I don't necessarily have to watch everything to talk about it. I could just grab a film and talk about it because I've seen so many times. So I could do that. I could do a film, film talk. Let's do a film talk video once a week and just talk about a film or a series of films or whatever. But at one time I had, if you go back and watch some of my older videos, I had bought programs. I had popped pictures up like Ian was talking about. I have a green screen, where I did green screen videos that I was very proud of. But my God, do they take... The only way that happens if you have 2 million viewers or 2 million subscribers and viewers. I'm never editing again. If you don't like it, I'm very sorry, but you can just know that I'm never editing. The green screens have come and gone. They were cool. I used to bring puppets into my videos because I really, really enjoyed and still do puppetry. I really enjoy it, and I find myself playing with the puppets every now and then, practicing when movies are on, mouthing along with the movies. but they just didn't go over well. And the amount of work that you have to put into a video like that when it gets 30 views is heartbreaking. You know, I'm trying to showcase this, and I think they're funny. Ian thinks they're funny. Mike thinks they're funny. Harry, some of the gang thinks they're funny. But they're not getting out there. And to be honest, that's why I haven't done any in a long time. Because those are something that I definitely worked at to get out there. You know, I've even sent audition tapes into Henson's company. Nothing. It was a pipe dream, and it was a very disappointing one. So Zig did very well. He did very well. He was funny. He's done things. I still may bring him back in, but he's just not productive enough to keep doing videos that take that much effort. Now I'm just doing me. So let's talk about Ian now. Ian is, like he said in his video, two sides of the same coin. We are best friends. I think of him like a brother. You know, he's... I have to talk to him. He's talking about leaving fucking YouTube at the end of the year. Believe me, I'm going to not let that happen. I'm going to really try to just mellow that the fuck out, come up with some really crazy cool shit at the end of the year, and grab his hand as he falls off the cliff, save his life, you know. And I hope it doesn't come out like Cliffhanger where I drop the motherfucker, but I hope to come out ahead. I've enjoyed Ian's videos for a very long time. I love his sense of humor. It is exactly what I look for in somebody to entertain me. He makes me laugh endlessly, and stuff he does, like he's talking and then all of a sudden he'll look out the window and he's talking, and it's just natural. He is just being Ian. He's not acting. He's not putting on a show. And that's why I like our little tight-knit group. They're not trying to sell you something. They're not trying to put one over on you or make you believe something that's not there. We are this. I would expect if I went to any of their houses that they would be this. And I often joke with people that I work with and stuff. They're talking about friends and best friends. I said, my best friend lives in Wales. That's why we're still best friends. I don't have to fucking go to his house. And even though that's my dream, if I ever win enough money to go on a across the pond vacation, I'm sleeping on Ian's couch. So there you go. Ian talked about my looks getting older. Okay, I have a theory about this, and it's probably not a popular theory, but I've gotten older. It's been 8 years. I've gotten fatter. It's been 8 years. I'm 44. I'll be 45 this year in July. And I have this theory. I'm growing my beard out because I love my beard. I like the way I look in a beard. This is what I look like now. My beard has gotten grayer over the time, but I actually really love this. This is, I earned this. Okay, this is prison life. But like I said, I'm 44, and I really believe that you don't get old. You don't grow old. You just wake up one morning and you're fucking old. You crack and pop and get up out of bed, and it's like, I got to get up in bed, 20 minutes earlier than I used to because this or that, I can't do this, I can't do that. So that has been my YouTube. So stick around for more later.